What's good, YouTube, and welcome to the house. I really wish Konami would stop doing these updates while I'm working out, but here we go. They are actually doing a rare walking back of a decision for the NAWCQ, but also a huge win for the local levels and communities that want to play Edison as is, but also try out their newer form of the format, which they have split, a paradox if you will. Let's read. New Time Wizard events will use game mechanics and the card text of the era in question at the NAWCQ 2025. This is an update to an earlier FAQ. In the future, we will offer the TCG version of Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel's time travel format, which uses current mechanics and card text, but older card pools. Both Time Wizard and time travel will be offered at the OTS level. So those built-in Edison communities can play Edison as intended if they so vote on it, and they can play other formats if they want to, seeing how the changes would be implemented to actually decide to explore those changes in unsolved formats as the contrarians were trying to put on there. I think this is a great walk back, and don't let people tell you that feedback doesn't matter, because I saw Ruxin in the Trenches E3 really going all out, and I think there is an RBET actually happening in the same city now for the people affected. We'll have to see what happens with that, but I do think that this is an interesting one. So this is the maybe last premier Time Wizard. Maybe they go back and forth with Time Wizard and time travel, but it sounds like they're set on making time travel what appears at the future main events, and Time Wizard will be offered for those local communities that are kind of dug in. Let me know your thoughts on this. I think this is actually decent of Konami. This pressure from the community was not the most in the world, and they even had their defenders on the decision, so I do think it speaks volumes that they're willing to kind of peel it back on something that they're trying to obviously monetize now and go the other way. I would call it a rug pull to some degree, which many were, on printing all those 25th anniversary cards that people were buying up to hollow out their past event decks, and now they would have to be playing them, you know, in this different format they didn't buy them for. And it's also actually pretty neat that they did name the formats two different things to give distinctions, even though they're similar. Time Travel, Time Wizard, they are notably different, and I think that's pretty cool that they did do that split. So props to Konami. It shouldn't have happened in the first place, in my opinion, and it is obviously to try to make this bridge between Master Duel for these older players and then get them to go for cards on there, since they're not going to want to grind Modern for gems. I almost think that's the pipeline. And also, of course, there's the reverse of, oh, I tried it out over here for those tactical try whatever things, and now I'm gonna end up going and trying and playing it at a locals and go experience a local. So they're trying to make this bridge, because without an anime, there's not really a pipeline into the game. But you know, all the serious updates, we're not dragging it out to 8 minutes like the other tubers. Hope you all have a great one.